Candy Vin, the Gadget God here, and today I am showing you a review as well as an install guide for the brand new Nuud LifeProof iPhone 5 case. So real quickly I'll just show you what the case looks like, front and back. There's the front, there's the back. I actually tried this on in the store. This is a different one that hasn't been opened yet, but in the store my two immediately favorite things were this clear back, looks very stylish, and also supposedly you can hear a whole lot better, as well as this little clip piece here that you normally had to screw out on the previous free case that's now attached with a little strap. So let's show you inside the box as well, and that's the actual case right there. And I know this isn't a fake one because I actually went to Best Buy and bought it. You can check out my other videos for a review and install guide on this one, the free. This was the earlier LifeProof case, as well as how to tell if your LifeProof case is a fake one. So I'll put those links down below and you can check those out whenever you feel like it. So this is going to be an install guide and review of the Nuud case, which is brand new, and here we go. So you can see you have this standard piece just like with the other one, the free case. This one doesn't come with an extra little screw-in piece here because, as I'll show you, it's actually already attached permanently with, I'll just unscrew this here, it's attached permanently with a little strap, which you will see now. There it is. So it's got a little strap, you won't lose it. Alright, now one thing that's pretty cool is that it comes with a little plastic screen cover, which I think I'm going to put on later. I'm not going to put it on right now, but you can see it's got some little paperwork in here. It's got the two pieces, and a nice bonus also, besides this screen cleaning wipe that it comes with, is that it comes with this thing so you can waterproof test your case to see if it is in fact waterproof or if maybe there was an issue with manufacturing. So you put this in here, you put the two sides on, put it in water, and these are the instructions to tell if your case is actually waterproof or not. So here's the two pieces. This is the front one, and the big advantage of this is there's no plastic piece here. I actually liked that because it protected the screen from scratches, but sometimes it had some little rainbow discoloration, or in this top corner it was you had to push a little bit harder because it raised off of the glass of the phone. But I like how you can see the back of the phone. So let's go ahead and put this on. I'm just going to blow any dust off of the back of my iPhone. And what I'm going to do is put the front part in first. That's the first tip. You're going to want to put the front part in first. You have these little pieces that stick out, the volume rocker and the silent switch. So you'll kind of put the bottom and that corner in first, since those are things that stick out, and then you just kind of squeeze it in there, and it's in there, and it's in there. Two things I want to touch on real quick. One is this optional screen protector. The easiest way to put it on is if you start at the top and use a credit card and slide the credit card down. It'll allow you to place it without air bubbles. Another thing is about the actual case itself. One of the differences between the FRE case, which is the one I showed you earlier, is the border was here. It was only on the very edge. Since this one doesn't have a screen protector built into the case, the border actually touches right up against the screen, as you can see here. The border is right up against the screen, so that's one difference. You're going to actually, if you push right here for the corner or something like that, you're going to actually be brushing against the side. So that's one thing to take into consideration. But the screen clarity is magnificent because there's no plastic piece over here to protect the screen like there was with the FRE case. So to put the back on, obviously you'll want to clean off any dust, and then it just snaps on real easy. You're going to want to make sure this door is open. This door also is a lot firmer. It's a little bit harder to open. That was based on feedback they received. So now I'm just snapping the case on. It's really just click it, click it, click it. You can see here, you just click it together. Very easy to put on. Now you can shut the trap door, and now you can screw in this little bottom piece. So what I want to do now is just tell you the differences between the two cases and why one is better than the other. So first I mentioned how the border touches along the side here on the Nuud case. So the border is a lot closer to the screen. You're going to be brushing against that very often. I would say that is the one disadvantage. A huge advantage with any of these LifeProof cases is how slim they are. I'll just snap that piece up there. These are very slim form-fitting cases, despite the fact that they also make them waterproof, so that's one of my favorite things about them. You can see you still have access to the buttons. This sleep-wake button is a tiny bit more difficult to press than on the FRE case. That could be simply because maybe this case is so new that it needs to be broken in a little bit. Also, on the FRE case, the plastic front, this is the FRE case, was all plastic, just all clear plastic, and now on this one, this is all hard plastic. So that's more protection, that's a good thing. One of the huge advantages to this new case is that the sound quality is better. That was my #1 complaint with the FRE case, was that you really couldn't hear phone calls very well, and if you did speakerphone you could still hear them much better than if you put the earpiece up, but it still sounded a tiny bit quieter than if there was no case. So they've really improved the call quality, the speaker volume, everything. It's much better. They actually have this very small film, which on the FRE case they used on the bottom. On the Nuud case they now also use that tiny film up here, where before it was clear plastic stretched across, which really did not give any room for the air to go in and out. So call quality, exceptional. I've heard that not having the cover piece here actually lets your phone release a little bit of its heat that gets built up as it runs, so it's another advantage. But I think my favorite features about the Nuud case are no thing in the front here, no protective, so now I'm actually touching the screen. I had no problem with it being responsive with the FRE case, but now it's even more responsive and even more clear. So big advantage to the screen, big advantage to sound, and I think the back just looks really great. A lot of people would ask what kind of phone is that when I had the FRE case, because the back, I don't know if you can see it on here, yeah, the back is just solid black, so people weren't really sure what phone I had. With this one, let me just refocus the camera a little bit. It's very obvious it's an iPhone 5. The back is all clear, so it's very obvious you have an iPhone 5. This piece is tougher to take out. I found myself with the FRE case kind of flicking it in and out as I was bored, so now it's much tougher, which means more protection, so that's good. And then this is obviously on that little latch, the little string like I described earlier, so you don't need an extra one and you're not going to lose it. But other than that, it's got shock protection, water protection, dust, dirt, every kind of protection you want, and I'm super psyched. One thing I was surprised by is the Nuud case, which is what I'm holding, is actually $10 more expensive than the FRE. I think that's because the FRE was so popular, and now it's even better. They knew they could get away with it. So this has been my install guide and review for the LifeProof Nuud case for the iPhone 5. Brand new case. I would just say, in my opinion, it is my favorite case ever for the iPhone 5. I have a lot of experience with other cases. You can see my reviews in my previous videos. Also, if you look down below in the description, you will see links for my review of this, my install guide for this, as well as how to tell if your LifeProof case in general is a fake one or a real one. So check out those links below. Again, I didn't do the water test with this, but that's something I'm going to do after the video. So you just put this in the case and it'll tell you if there's any leaks or something ridiculous like that. But I'm also going to apply this optional screen protector underneath the case before I put this case on. I'll do that later as well. And it came with what seems to be a tiny bit longer of the headphone extension cord, which goes in here, and it comes with a screen wipe just like the FRE did. So all in all, very happy. The FRE, in my opinion, the LifeProof FRE case was the best iPhone case that you could get. Now, I think the Nuud is the absolute best iPhone 5 case you can get. The fact that this can go underwater as well is really just a bonus because I like how it protects everything, and it's not as big as an OtterBox case. Those were previously the #1 cases that people would get for iPhones. Then LifeProof came out, and people said, I would much rather have this case than the OtterBox. So what did OtterBox do? They bought LifeProof, the whole company, and now they're going to be mixing their two mantras for case design together, and maybe the next LifeProof case will be insanely waterproof and protective. So that remains to be seen, but guarantee if they do come out with a new one at some point, I'll be doing a review of that one as well. But as of right now, this case has been out for like 2 weeks. This is as new as it gets. This is as good as it gets if you want to protect your iPhone. And again, I have experience with lots of cases, so you can trust my opinion. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If there's anything you'd like to know specifically about this case, definitely feel free to ask. I'm going to answer the questions whenever I get a chance. And I really hope you liked this review. And like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.